Hi, and welcome to GGSP. I'm Jem.
I'm Will.
And I'm Rad. And I think I fixed Darren.
Oh, hello! Has the show started already?
What voice is that?
Ah, Rad! What have you done to my voice transcoder?
Yeah, I'm working on it.
Okay, well, coming up on the show, we channel some lightsaber skills to review the latest release of Beat Saber. Plus, the Apongalypse continues with a French Perth encounter.
Bonjour, GGSP. What are you doing here?
And we've got a scoop of gaming news from E3.
It's a packed show. How you going, Rad?
Okay, there.
Negative.
This doesn't look good, Jem. I don't know if we'll make it out of this one.
I know what we have to do, but I don't know if we have the strength to do it. Will, if this really is it, I want you to know it's been an honor working with you.
I know.
I'm a living legend. You ain't heard yet, you not get the message.
Beat Saber is a VR rhythm game that took the world by storm last year in its early access form, combining the epicness of a lightsaber duel with the steady beat of a mighty bass line.
And now that it's finally out of early access, we thought we'd give it a proper GGSP review. But before we jump in, it's important to remember that VR is not recommended if you're under the age of 12. So check in with a parent or guardian before jumping in.
The main goal of Beat Saber is to slice and dice the oncoming wave of blocks in the correct direction at the correct time. Doing this racks you up points, and the longer you can keep the combo going, the greater the multiplier, and the higher your score will be at the end of the round.
If you're feeling extra confident, you can even play levels with disappearing arrows that rely on memorization. You'll also have to deal with the occasional energy wall and spiky bomb. I never had any real close calls with either obstacle, but they do add a cool sense of immersion as you bob and weave your way around them.
Yeah, they're more of an extra challenge, I feel. The biggest threat is the pace and pattern of the blocks themselves. Playing on easy or normal mode is a breeze, perfect for beginners or to warm up for the jelly arm-inducing intensity to come. In hard, expert, and expert plus mode is when Beat Saber really comes alive, throwing you headfirst into an absolute avalanche of bonkers sets. Which we totally nailed, of course. I tell you though, as draining as it is, it's so hard to put down. You get into a good rhythm and the world just falls away. It's just you and the beat.
Yeah, there's some real good bangers too. Outside of the main campaign, which takes you through a preset song list, there's solo mode. Here you can slash your way through all the songs Beat Saber has to offer, and you can buy music packs with real money. It's hard to describe the chill you get when you find your song, Jen. Mine was Bayloric pumping. The lead up to that drop had my heart pounding.
Ah, so good. My personal favorite was I Need You. It's got such a powerful beat that you can really lose yourself in, and I was constantly pushing myself to get better and better at it.
For PC users, those with Vive or Oculus, there's also a custom level editor. Using a 2D interface, you can import your favorite songs and set out your own hack and slash beat map. When you're playing the finished products, you don't really think about how much work has gone into it, but there's a lot to think about.
Absolutely. It's a slow process, but a really enjoyable one. And the layouts are so simple, I never felt like I was too out of my depth. I may have slightly overestimated, though, what I was capable of in terms of actually completing my own course. Overall though, what did we think of Beat Saber?
Well, this is the game I'd break out to show off VR to my friends. I would like to see a few more songs that I don't have to pay for, but apart from that, Beat Saber is packing everything I want in a VR game. It's fun, easy to use, and to top it off, probably covers your exercise for the day. Plus lightsabers! I'm giving it 4.5 out of 5 rubber chickens.
I have never sweat so much playing a game in my life, and I would do it all again. There's endless replayability here, as you improve your technique and learn to master those beat maps. This is right up there with my favorite VR games at the moment. So I'm giving Beat Saber 5 out of 5 rubber chickens.
Is your everything sore?
Oh, it all hurts. Ooh.
Everything hurts.
Ouch.
Oops, spawning a Australia! It's time for the scoop with me, Darren! Please welcome my guest, Jem!
Oh, thanks, Darren. So exciting to be here to talk about E3.
Affirmative. But before we do that, let's have a Darren's Challenge! You might be familiar with this famous game, but can you name the particular version of Tetris shown here? Answer at the end of the scoop.
Ah, Tetris. Still one of the biggest games of all time and one of my personal favourites. Now, E3, the Electronic Entertainment Expo, has been going on in Los Angeles all week. Could I do the news for this one, Darren, please?
Oh, all right then. Go ahead.
Yes! All right, let's take a look at some of the E3 news highlights. First up, the Xbox conference was host to a bunch of new game announcements. For the LEGO fans, there's LEGO Star Wars: The Skywalker Saga, a new game covering the events of the 9 mainline Star Wars movies, and a huge LEGO expansion for Forza 4. We also saw a bit more of Minecraft Dungeons, the return of Microsoft Flight Simulator, plus the adorable-looking Way to the Woods, made by a young Aussie dev. And Ori and the Will of the Wisps was given a release date of early 2020. Most excitingly, we heard about the next new Xbox console, codenamed Project Scarlet, and set to release next year. 4 times more powerful than the Xbox One X, the new console will have a solid-state drive for faster loading times, up to 8K resolution, and support for fancy effects like ray tracing. Meanwhile, Electronic Arts brought us the FIFA 20 announcement, which adds a new FIFA Street style mode called Volta, with customizable avatars. Ubisoft showed off Just Dance 2020, which will, amazingly, still be available for the Wii. Plus, Terraria will be receiving a big update known as Journey's End. Of course, Nintendo rounded out the E3 extravaganza as it usually does, with news that Banjo-Kazooie and the hero from Dragon Quest will join the Super Smash Bros. Ultimate roster. There was more Luigi's Mansion 3 and Pokemon Sword and Shield, news that Animal Crossing for the Switch has been delayed till next year, and Link's Awakening for Switch is set to release this September with a nifty-looking dungeon creator mode. A tactical Dark Crystal game is also coming to the Switch, as well as Trials of Mana and the Collection of Mana. Plus, there's a whole new Zelda game in the works.
So many exciting things to look forward to there, Jem. Ooh, speaking of exciting, it's time to reveal the answer to Darren's Challenge! This version of Tetris is, of course, Tetris Worlds. Originally released in 2001 for Microsoft Windows and Game Boy Advance, it later made its way to Xbox, PS2, and GameCube.
Oh, of course, Tetris Worlds. You know, you play Tetris long enough, the world does really start to look like Tetris.
Ah, affirmative. All the world's a puzzle game, and all the humans, just pieces. And that's all we can fit into the scoop today. Until next time, scoop you later, Australia.
Surprisingly deep, Darren.
Oh, Stephen Hawking called me deep too.
Previously on the Apongalypse.
Wait, did you say the Apongalypse? Lord Pongos has turned every game into Pong.
Can we just have the artifact, please? We're kind of in a hurry here.
I hid it in a place that no one would think to look. Noobland.
You must prove you are worthy.
We did it! We got the first artifact!
I've completed deciphering the second Game Master on Bajo's list.
Come on!
Will, wait up! Are we sure Darren sent us to the right place? This is our country.
We have to trust Darren, Jem. Come on, and watch out for paper cuts.
There's a door!
Kirby is the best! He's round and floaty and almost as adorable as me!
Oh, that's a fair point, Hoot, but for me, it's Mario. He's the best.
Oh, excuse me, Hoot, Jimmy, Mr. Giggles, sir.
Please, Mr. Giggle was my father's name. Call me Jimmy. Rad, Jem, Will, what are you doing here?
Yeah, GGSP's Den of Gaming is down the hall. You must have made a wrong turn somewhere.
It's just that we're dealing with a bit of an Apongalypse situation, and we heard that you could help.
Apongalypse!
The prophecy! Oh no, so Lord Pong has finally turned all games to Pong? How am I supposed to play Angry Birds?
This is quite dire, but don't worry. As master gamers, we can help you! Though you must act fast. Or should I say, LaFast.
Why would you say le fast?
Because, Jim, we have hidden the sacred artifact in a place no one would ever think to look. Or should I say, le look?
Should you? Wait, you mean French Perth?
Better yet, the French Perth branch of the ABC!
You must go there now, retrieve the artifact, and save us from a world of Pong!
Luckily for you, the magic button has the power to transport you there almost instantly.
Très bien, to the French Perth branch of the ABC.
Ready?
Okay, so we're here, but how do we actually get into the French Perth branch?
Through the French doors? But of course. So this is it, right? Oui.
Bonjour, GGSP. What are you doing here? So far from home.
Pardon-moi, monsieur. Who exactly are you?
I am the head of the French Perth branch of the ABC.
Bonjour. We're just looking for a little gaming item. No big deal, you know. You've seen anything like that around?
But of course, in fact, I already have one. It's very nice, and you may have it.
Yes! That sure was easier than facing the Noob Cup.
Oui, you may have it, but first you must, how you say, defeat moi.
What's going on?
We're 2D. Come on, guys. We have to beat that baddie.
Cop that!
Whoa! No! I knew a 2D platformer would be my undoing. Avenge me, Gem and Will! I'll get you for this. No! This is unbelievable. Go on, Will. You can do it.
It's okay, team. I've got this.
Cop that one! Oh, mon Dieu! No! Sacre bleu!
Oh, that bang knocked the glitter right off me. Good job, Will. You really saved our cheese and bacon. Now, mon ami, hand over the artifact.
Oui. I suppose you've earned it. Here you go. Now, if you will excusez-moi, I need a croissant. Au revoir.
We did it! We got the artifact! Whoa! It's a copy of 1982's E.T., the extraterrestrial for the Atari. This is widely considered to be one of the worst video games of all time. Many consider it to be partly responsible for the great video game market crash of 1983. I thought all these were buried in the desert.
Whoa. Interesting that a game that almost destroyed video games could now help save video games. Not that they need saving, because as I've said, Pong is actually a really great game. Perfect in its simplicity.
Ahoy there!
Darren, where did you come from?
Oh, I have connections all around the French Perth branch, but no need to explain that now. I have deciphered the details of your next master gamer. From ABC Me Stacked, it's our very own Pip.
Pip's a master gamer? Cool. Let's go find her.
Hey guys, I thought of a joke. What's a French Perthian's favorite console? The Wii. You know, because Wii means yes in French.
But Will, they don't make the Wii anymore.
We?
We?
Blast! Those pesky gamers have secured another artifact! How could you let this happen? But we mustn't worry. Their next foe is more powerful than the Noob Cup and French Perth person combined. Yes. Let's see how they deal with this next challenge. Hand? Fancy a game of Pong?
All right, Will, it's time to fire up the old question cannon and get firing with a video question from a very famous mouse.
Oh, wow. But the question cannon sounds kind of dangerous. Do I need safety goggles?
Nah.
Hello, GGSP. I am Mickey Mouse. I have got a question for you. What are some good games for tablet and PC, but not too scary? If you do not answer, I will steal all of your cheese toasties. P.S. Do these.
All right, let's just do those.
Oh, Will, can you take over? Thanks, Mickey, or should I say Juniper. If you're after some good games for the tablet and PC that aren't too scary, well, for PC, there's all kinds of nice chill game experiences. Like the beautiful and relaxing Abzu, Flower, My Time at Portia, Fez, maybe Yonder the Cloudcatcher Chronicles for some wonderful wondering.
Yes. For the tablet, I would recommend the gorgeous puzzling of Monument Valley 1 and 2, the farming fun of Stardew Valley, or the cute on-the-go endless runner Crossy Road. Then there's Mini Metro, Fern Flower, the Gardens Between, and there's always the creative mode of Minecraft for the tablet or PC too.
Moving on now to some questions from Riley in Newcastle. Hiya GGSP! Will Minecraft Dungeons come out on mobile, and have you done a review on Roblox?
Thanks, Riley. In answer to your first question about whether Minecraft Dungeons will come out on mobile, at this stage, Minecraft Dungeons will be out on PC and consoles. But that could change, I suppose, once it's been released. Oh, and did you hear they announced the date for this year's Minecon? It's happening on September 28th, so we'll probably get the news in Oz on the 29th.
Oh, cool. We might hear more news on Dungeons then, if not before.
Indeed, we might. As for whether we've done a review on Roblox, well, yes, I believe so.
That's right. Barjo and Hex did take a look at Roblox a few years ago, and Goose did a Roblox live stream last year, which you can see again online. It is a bit of a tricky one to review though, because Roblox has so many different user-created games of varying quality and functionality.
But we're always happy to know what your favorite Roblox games are, so let us know if there are any good ones you're playing, and maybe we'll check them out sometime.
Oh, that's a good idea. But now on to another question, and this one is from Pancake Thief in Melbourne.
Hi GGSP, happy 10th birthday. Got a few questions. 1. On the Nintendo Labo VR kit, why can I see pixel things on my screen that I don't normally see? 2. What is your favorite Labo kit? Please do these or no more pancakes! I hope you will stay.
Stay rad.
Oh, thanks for the birthday tidings, Pancake Thief. Though it must be said that we do not condone the stealing of pancakes or any other food.
A stomach promise must not be broken. But in answer to your first question about why you can see pixel things on your screen using the Nintendo Labo VR kit, one possible explanation is that this could be the screen door effect. That's where the display appears a bit like you're looking through a screen door or a grid.
That's right, the pixels that make up a screen actually have a tiny amount of space between them, so when your face is close to the screen, like it is when using VR, they can be more visible.
The higher the resolution, the more tightly packed the pixels are. So while even top-of-the-range VR kits can run into this screen door issue, it's likely to be especially noticeable on the Labo VR kit because the Switch screen isn't super high resolution.
As for our favourite Labo kit, well, I quite like the piano. I love tinkling those ivories or cardboarderies. What about you, Rad?
Oh, well, mine is, of course, the fishing rod.
Oh, really?
Yes, really! Oh, Will, I'm so pleased with your pun progress.
Oh, thanks, Rad. Now, I think we might be out of time for today. If you have a question for Ask SP, send it to us here.
And make it a video question for your chance to score an awesome GGSP goodie pack with a GGSP pin and some cool stickers.
So I guess I didn't need safety goggles after all.
Oh, yeah, the question cannon is totally safe. It's the question catapult that you really need to worry about. Yeah, that requires like a full body situation.
Oh, okay.
In fact, I'd probably just stay indoors when it's being used.
Just hide.
Yeah.
Right.
And you know, I actually kind of liked you with a female voice. We could call you Dazette.
To be honest, my vocal processing is only to make humans more comfortable. I actually sound like this.
Whoa, what's that noise?
Oh, that's better. Well, that's the end of GGSP for this week, but coming up next time, we're going into the nether reaches of space to review Outer Wilds. Plus, our quest to save the universe continues in the Apongalypse.
And don't forget to catch up on our online-only videos. This week we have a review of Pokemon Rumble Rush for mobile devices.
Until next week, be nice, have fun, and keep gaming. Gem out.
Will out.
Red out.
Darren out.